videos. So guys, today in this video, we're going to see how to fill up Air Suvidha self-declaration form when you travel internationally to India. Before I proceed further, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go and subscribe right now. So guys, as many countries are lifting restrictions, India too has made some progress, and this was there before also, but there has been some changes. So that's why it's very important to know. So now when you are filling it up, like let's say if you are traveling in a group, you can submit a single entry where you can include information of all the passengers. So this is very good, especially if you're traveling as a family. So this is the official website, and when you submit it, you get a reference number and also an email with all the details. So before you submit it, you should check that all the information is correct. And if there is an error, you can modify and you can always submit a new one. All right, guys. And make sure you add your email address, phone number, and other details very carefully and properly. So first of all, this is absolutely free. So if you see any dummy website which looks something similar and asks you to pay money, make sure you don't go for it. And it's on the Delhi airport website. So from here you can go. Put the traveler for full name, flight number. So let's say you're traveling through Air India direct flight or Air Canada direct flight from Canada to India. So like AC042. So do not put any space. AC04243, whatever it is. Nationality, your passport, okay? Your country of passport or passport number. Many people confuse it with OCI. Do not do that. Date of arrival, when you are going to land there. Country of departure, origin. So let's say if you're going from Canada to India, you're going to put Canada here from the drop down. Now this box is very important. If you select no, they will ask the date of RT-PCR taken. So if you go for this, then it should be like 3 days before you arrive, 72 hours window they allow. So that's why you have to go for the test and do. But if you have gone for fully vaccinated, it will ask like where you have. So let's say if I put Canada over here, you need to confirm, and your country should be listed here, whose certificate is accepted. Okay. Final dose. So if you're from Canada, like at your provincial government, you can always download your vaccination certificate and make sure it matches here because they may ask you to produce the certificate. So you should have it ready with you. So first airport port of entry. So this is India, okay, where you are going to enter. So like let's say if you're traveling to Delhi, then Delhi. I mean, if you're traveling through Delhi, then Delhi. Like even if you're going to Chennai and if your flight is landing, then that Delhi is gonna be. Final destination address, state, city, postal code. These are very self-satisfactory. Mobile number. It's good if you have Indian number, but if not, still you can use other numbers. But what I have seen in India, when you land and when you go for immigration, the officers ask if you have any local number. They prefer. Like in my case, when I visited last year, I said I don't have an Indian number, but my relatives have where I am going. So they said, okay, put your relative number. So that happened. So if you have it, like if you're, let's say, if you're going in a group of 5 people, if somebody has phone number, that can be used. Email address ID, this is very important because this email is going to come to you. Now, if you're traveling in a group, let's say a family, okay. This section was primary applicant section. Like, let's say if you're going with your wife and kid, then you can become, okay, or your wife can become whoever. And if you more people are traveling along with you in the same flight and the same final destination, that's why I used family because in case of families, the final destination you can understand, okay. So co-passenger you can add. Now for kids, those who are below 5 years of age, there's a question: is the passenger less than 5 years of age? If you select yes, then such test or RT-PCR or vaccination not required. Just put the date of birth. Okay. Passenger three and if you see passengers second and third, there is no contact detail they have asked because you are going to be responsible, the primary guy. Okay. And for the final dose of vaccination, again you can put it over there. I don't know why they have given up from 2020 onward. So within 3 years. Okay, fine. So all these dates, all these details are good, and you can go from here. And as you can see, like they have allowed up to 2 months of window to fill this arrive can have. As you can see that we can select date up to, so you can do up to 60 days in advance. Good for this. So thanks for watching.